Hello and welcome back to Aiken County Historical Museum's virtual tour series. Today we're going to be looking through some highlights from our Native American and archaeology exhibit, which spans several thousands of years, so it would be difficult to look at every artifact in detail. But we're going to be looking at some interesting artifacts here from some of Aiken County's first residents, which were of course the Native Americans. So you see here we have examples of the mineral that the Native Americans here would have used to fashion tools and weapons and other sorts of things that they would use on a daily basis. With chert, this material right here, being used to fashion sharp tools such as blades and arrowheads, and river rocks being used to fashion more blunt, heavy tools such as hammers. Later on, as you can see, the arrowheads and the tools, they become more sophisticated, more advanced, being used for specific purposes and to be more accurate and useful weapons. We also have mortar stones that were used for grinding up food, nuts and berries and that sort of thing. Of particular interest, we have a collection of shells right here. Shells were very prominent in the diet of the local Native American tribes when they were the first residents here. And we have these gorgets right here, which are decorative breastplates that were usually fashioned out of shell or stone and were worn as an accessory. So these are very interesting right here. We have some more mortar stones. And of particular interest, we have this fiber-tempered pottery right here with these punctuated designs. The Stallings Island culture of South Carolina were some of the first known Native Americans to create pottery using the process of fiber tempering, which was combining clay with plant fibers like Spanish moss to strengthen it and would harden in the fire. As well, we have examples of hot rocks, which were heated in a fire and were used to help in cooking. A little bit later, in the Woodland period, we start to see more advanced types of pottery with more elaborate decorations. So here we have check stamp pottery and this sort of scraped notch design in the pottery. We have examples of remnants of some of their permanent settlements from the Mississippian period. So these were called wattle and daub houses, and they were wooden frames which were plastered together and hardened with more clay. As well, we have some chunky stones, which are flattened, sort of cylindrical stones that were used in this game that you see here. Later on, the pottery becomes even more complex with appliques and these wooden paddles that were used to create very lovely, intricate stamps into the pottery. And of course, with the arrival of Europeans building forts and townships, trade was established between the Europeans and the Native Americans, particularly at the area of Fort Moore, which is in around modern-day Beach Island. In times of peace, it was used as a trading post, and you can see some artifacts that were recovered here from Fort Moore, such as pipes and porcelain. We even have some examples in our pottery exhibit here of colonial ware, which is a West African type of pottery formation that demonstrates evidence of enslaved people, where we have remnants of those potteries. And as you can see in this exhibit, we have many thousands of years worth of artifacts, and it gives a glimpse into the everyday lives of the people who've lived here for millennia in Aiken County. We hope you've enjoyed this tour and that you'll join us on the next one. Take care.